Hey readers, welcome back to my channel. So today we are starting a what I read in a week reading vlog, and I am like over the moon excited for this. So before we jump in, I wanted to hop on and introduce this video and give you a little bit of background. So I work full-time, but I am self-employed. So I work for myself and I work from home, which naturally gives me a little bit more wiggle room, a little bit more flexibility in my schedule, which I know most people don't have. With that flexibility comes more opportunities to like take a break, go for a walk, listen to an audiobook, or read in the middle of the day if I wanted to. I don't normally do that, but if I wanted to, I do have more opportunity for that. So I just wanted to come on here and say that I know my circumstances are a little bit different than most people's in that I have more wiggle room and more flexibility. That said, I also want to say that this video is not at all for comparison's sake. You may read way more than me in a week. You may read way less than me than a week. Neither is better or worse. Like, I just personally love watching these videos. I love seeing what people are reading, how much they're reading throughout the week, how they're fitting reading into their schedule, and just kind of going along their reading week with them. I think it's so fun to watch, and so I wanted to film one of my own, but this is absolutely no source of comparison. No one is better or worse for the amount of pages that they read in a week. We're just here as a community, loving on books together, talking about books together, and that's exactly what this video is going to be. So I am so excited to spend the full week with you talking about everything I'm reading. All of that said, it is currently 1:55 on a Monday and I have a call at 2. So I gotta go, but I wanted to quickly hop on, introduce this video, and get started. Hopefully I can wrap up my workday in a couple of hours here, and I will touch base with you when I pick up my book for the first time. It is the Mondayest Monday of all Mondays. I am so tired. I am like wrapping up my workday. I have like notes to take from client sessions. I have like some admin stuff I need to get done, and all I want to do is like read book lovers. Like, I'm in the middle of my Emily Henry book, and that's all I want to do. But I am on page 274, and there's only, oh my god, I'm so close to being done. There's 373, so I have like just under 100 pages left in this book. I cannot believe, can we talk for a second? This is me procrastinating work. Can we talk for a second about, I'm gonna sneeze. Nope, it's gone. Can we talk for a second about how I DNF'd this book and was like ready to say it was a 1 or 2 star book just like 4 months ago? Am I okay? Like, this is so good. I went on my whole rampage on TikTok about like, I don't understand the Emily Henry hype. I clearly just read the right book at the wrong time. That was a me problem. Emily Henry, it's not you, it's me, because after reading Happy Place, I don't know if I explained this on here. I DNF'd this book like 4-ish months ago, maybe more than that now because time flies and I can't keep track of anything. But anyways, I DNF'd this book earlier this year, and I was like, I hate this book. This is not for me. I don't understand the hype. Then I gave Beach Read a chance because Sarah Caroli said that's one of her favorite books, and she also felt the same way about this book. She didn't love it, and she's like, I'm really not an Emily Henry fan, but Beach Read is one of my favorite books. And so I was like, okay, fair. I'll give Beach Read a chance. Read Beach Read. I thought it was cute. I liked it. Like, it had good quotes, had good banter, good romance. It was okay. I think I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I read Happy Place, and when I say that was like a 6 out of 5 star book for me, wow. Happy Place is like within my top 3 books of the year for sure. And so after reading Happy Place, I was like, maybe it's time to give book lovers another chance, because there's no way that Emily Henry can create the masterpiece that is Happy Place and also a book that I was ready to give 1 or 2 stars. Like, how is that even possible? So clearly it's a me problem. So I'm revisiting book lovers and I'm loving it this time. I feel like sometimes you just need a shift in format. Tell me if that's just me, but like, if I'm reading a book, like a physical copy, and I cannot get into it, sometimes I just need like an audiobook to get me that like 25-30% of the way in, and then I can take it to the physical copy or switch to Kindle. Sometimes it's all it takes, and just like a shift in the format, like breaking it up, interrupting it, sometimes it's really all I need to like really enjoy a book. All of that said, I probably should update you on like today's reading so far. I was able to take a walk on my break from work and I listened to the audiobook, and I started today on page 164 and I'm currently on page 274, so that's audiobook and reading some. And my goal for the end of the day is to finish this book. So I will keep you posted, but as of now, I've gotten from page 164 to 274, which is 110 pages so far on Monday. I will keep you posted though, because I'm about to finish work here. Hopefully if I can get myself motivated and read, because I can't wait. Okay, it's time to check back in. I just finished Book Lovers by Emily Henry. How did I almost DNF this book and like claim I didn't like it? You can see, like, I loved it. So anyways, I just finished this book. I'm not even going to try to calculate it right now. I'll put the pages right here of where I'm at for Monday. It is still Monday. I know I keep changing my sweatshirt, so you're probably like, what is even going on? That's just me. I change like a million times throughout the day. But this book, you guys, like, who was gonna let me DNF this? Why didn't y'all yell at me? You can see I was even like marking up all the pages because the lines in this book, the romance in this book, Charlie in this book, I love it. It is easily a 4-star book for me, 4.5 stars. I love the romance in this. It was really, really, really sweet. Okay, anyways, I just need to go process this for a minute. I will likely be reading more today. It's only 5 o'clock, so I will probably be reading before bed tonight. So I will check in with you then and get you caught up. I don't even know what I'm going to read next. I need a moment. Officially Tuesday, and it has been such a busy work day again. I feel like my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is always so packed with work. But I did get the opportunity to take a little break earlier today and go on a walk. And as I was going on my walk and as I was like tidying up, getting ready for the day, I was listening to a brand new book that I started on audiobook, and that is Exes and Os by Amy Lea. And I have to say, I am loving this book so far. I wasn't sure how I would feel about this because it only has like a 3 point something on Goodreads, which is a little bit lower than most of the books that I love. I usually look for like a 4 or above rating, but I know that's always not the best indicator, but that's just kind of how my brain works, but we'll work on it. Anyways, I gave this book a shot because the premise sounded really cute. I will say that this book, I kind of wish I had saved it to read around Valentine's Day because it is set around that time and like it would be the perfect Valentine's Day read. However, it is August and I am still just enjoying it just as much. Just to give you a little brief overview of what I'm reading so far, this is about Tara Chen, and she is taking steps. She's moving out on her own. She's kind of had a rough patch and she ends up with a random roommate who is a firefighter. His name is Trevor Metcalf. Their first meet, she walks in on him doing the deed with somebody else in their kitchen, in their shared kitchen. So that kind of just like sets them up. They have a really like good, I don't want to say flirty, but like a good banter back and forth. They are very funny together and they do kind of hit it off. They start to build a friendship, but she is actually a book influencer. So she's a booktuber, or maybe it's just Instagram and TikTok that she's on. She always talks about her channel, but I think it's like social media that she does, Instagram, TikTok. But anyway, she is a book influencer and she sits down to talk about romance tropes with her grandma. Her grandma is living a second chance romance. She sits down to film a video with her grandma, and her grandma encourages her to go back and go through her list of ex-boyfriends and redate them all. So Tara Chen makes a list of all her ex-lovers, crosses off the ones that are like married or just like a no-go, like complete duds, but makes a list of the ones that she'd be willing to revisit, and one by one she starts dating these guys and checking them off her list. All the while, her hot firefighter roommate Trevor Metcalf is like by her side through it. He's poking fun at her. They're building a relationship. Obviously they live together, so like they have constant connection. They're always talking, always catching up, but he is like on this journey with her. As of now, that's where I'm at. So far, I'm like, screw your ex's girlfriend. You're living with a hot firefighter. Like, hello. I really like Trevor so far. I think he's hilarious. I really love Tara Chen. I think that Amy Lea, the author here, does a really good job of making Tara super relatable. Like, she's kind of messy and clumsy and awkward and me. Like, I just feel like she's a really relatable female lead, and it's making me super invested in the book. So like I said, I've only been listening to the audiobook of this, and I'm not super far in, but I do feel like I'm getting into like the depth of the plot and the premise of the story. So I did want to film a little quick check-in update here. I have to get back to work, close out my work day. I'm hoping to be able to read more of this later today. I also never checked in last night. I was reading Fuel the Fire, which is in the Addicted series. It's a Rose and Connor book in the Addicted Calloway Sister series, and so I was reading that last night on my Kindle. It is such a long book, and I'm trying to not feel defeated by it, but I am slowly but surely making progress on that, so I just wanted to touch base there. I won't give many details about that book because there's no way to not give spoilers when you're that deep into a series. I feel like once I'm talking about any aspect of the plot, it would spoil something for someone reading the first book. So I'm just gonna say, like, I'm deep in the Addicted Calloway Sister series, reading Fuel the Fire, and that was what I was reading last night in bed when I went to sleep. And then woke up today, started this audiobook, just filled you in on it. That's where we're at. So that was a super messy recap of kind of a update, getting you caught up with where I'm at today with my reading, and I will check back in when I get to pick up my book later today once I clock out for the day and I'm done with work. I just got a package, and if it's what I think it is, I'm gonna want to film this. I'm so excited. My dog's here. Oh, you're so cute. You guys! Oh my god, they're so pretty! Daisy hates the long way home. I'm gonna cry. They're so pretty. I am like over the moon. I'm so excited. Okay, well, stop everything because this has got to happen. Have an update. I have had an unusually like chill slash just like busy work, like doing random stuff around the house and like running errands, that type of thing. Today has been kind of like just a runaround day, and on days like that I get a ton of like audiobooks in. So I actually started this book this morning and I'm already 5 hours into it, and I'm still reading Exes and Os. I listen to my audiobooks on 2x speed because I'm crazy, and I listen to my podcast on 2x speed, and I don't know, once you do it, you'll never go back, and it sounds better to me. It sounds right to me. I feel like 1x speed, they're like whoa, whoa, whoa. So anyways, I do listen to my audiobook super quickly. So that's all the reading I've done today, is listening to audiobooks, and some people say that's not reading, but I definitely disagree with that. I think it is reading 100%. That's maybe an unpopular opinion, but I count it as reading. So that's where I'm at today. I think I'm going to go do some physical reading. I'm going to go do my skincare, finish my hair care, kind of start winding down for the night, and hopefully get some physical reading in. I also got like a really fun bracelet maker for my birthday, like knit handmade like friendship bracelets, like elementary school kind of. So I kind of want to do those too, and I feel like that would be something I could listen to an audiobook while I do. Like that kind of sounds like an ideal self-care night to me. So we might do that too. I don't know. I'll catch you up when I figure out what I'm doing. And it's 7:33, so kind of just like the wind down portion of my night is left tonight, but I will catch you up on how many pages I end up totaling for today and put my Tuesday total on the screen when I know. Happy Wednesday! So it is like a rainy, sleepy, dreary day here, and I'm just now realizing that I haven't picked up my camera at all yet today to talk to you. So I wanted to pick it up, touch base. I have a couple of book updates that I want to fill you in on. So first of all, last night I stayed up late and I finished Exes and Os. So I read this whole book in one day yesterday, read/listened to. And I stayed up last night to finish it, and I wanted to check in here. I know I already told you about like the main plot summary earlier in this video, so I won't dig too much into like the storyline, but I will say that I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was super duper cute, and I was like oddly invested in the characters and their connection for like a rom-com type story. Normally, like I think they're cute and they're fun to read, but I don't get like connected to the characters, but I really was in this book. I think Amy Lea did a really great job of like character development and building their relationship, so you're really attached to them and you're really rooting for them. So that was super cool. And I also think like the influencer trope can be super cringy when not done well, but this didn't feel cringy to me. And I actually learned that this is part of a 3-part influencer series. This is actually book 2, which I didn't know. There's a book before this, and there's a 3rd book coming out, I think in 2024. But I think that they're interconnected standalones because I accidentally read book 2 without even realizing it was book 2, and I wasn't confused at all. Like I wasn't missing any part of the puzzle, I don't think. It made complete sense to me. So I think you can read them as standalones if you wanted to, but just FYI, this is part of a series. If you want to pick them up and start from book 1, you probably should do that, but I accidentally read book 2 and I was fine and I enjoyed it. So that's an update on that book. And then so far today, all I've done is listen to like 45 minutes of an audiobook on my walk this morning. So I actually started listening to Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. And like I said, I'm only about 45 minutes into the audiobook. And so I don't have a ton to say about this yet. I don't really know the full plot yet. I don't really have an opinion formed yet. So not a lot to update you on there, but I did want to touch base that I started listening to this earlier today. And then I also want to fill you in on my Kindle. I'm still in the middle of Fuel the Fire, which is part of the Addicted Calloway Sister series. It's a Rose and Connor book, which I have to admit, they are my least favorite Addicted Calloway Sister couple. Reich and Daisy are my number 1s. I just adore them. Then Lily and Lo, and then Rose and Connor are in my number 3 spot. I still love them, but they are my least favorite of the 3 couples in the core 6. I think that coupled with the book being so long has led me to procrastinate reading it, but I do really, really want to finish that series because there are so many series that I want to start soon. I want to start the Knock 'Em Out series. I want to start Chestnut Springs. I need to finish Shatter Me, start ACOTAR, The Hunger Games, The Inheritance Games, The Naturals, and all 3 Magnolia Parks books just got here yesterday for me, so I want to read that too. So there's just a lot on my TBR, but I feel like I can't start another series until I finish some of the ones that I'm already in the middle of. So trying to wrap that up, tie up all my loose ends with the Addicted series and finish that. So that's a goal for me for probably the next month. I want to finish those within the next month. Fingers crossed. I know that's kind of a big goal because the last 3 books are like 500 to 600 pages, I think, sometimes longer, I believe. That's really all I have for you right now. I'm gonna go finish work for the day, and then, like I said, it's a rainy, cozy day, so hopefully I'll be able to curl up and relax and get some reading in. I have a really bad headache, so I'm hoping I can finish work pretty shortly here and then take some time to rest and chill out for the day. So I will touch base with you later when I have more reading updates. Hello, it is Thursday and I have been just working today. It's only noon, so not a whole lot to update you on, but I did want to touch base that last night I ended up reading Fuel the Fire, and I think last time I talked, I was talking about how I was procrastinating reading it and I was struggling to get into it because it was so long and I was feeling intimidated by it, but I want to update that I spent a good chunk of last night reading Fuel the Fire, and I even woke up early this morning and was reading a little bit this morning. I am getting into it now. I am getting into the plot, getting into the drama, the scandal, and I'm invested. I think I'm just over halfway through, so I'm about 300-ish pages in. And yeah, that's really all I have to update you on now. I have a couple of more things to get done for work today. I have therapy later today. But yeah, I think that's all I have to update on as of now. But I will definitely touch base again. I will probably continue reading Fuel the Fire today, hopefully finishing it within the next day or two, and I'll update you along the way. I am at the library. I had to return X's and O's, but I used this library book bag my sister made me for my birthday, and I had to show you guys because I'm just obsessed. Okay, maybe. How freaking cute is this bag? Are you kidding me? It's my go-to library bag now, and I'm just obsessed with it, and I had to pop on and show you. And yeah, I was in the library parking lot, so it only felt right to film for my book vlog. So I'm on my way home now. I might read at home or I might go to Target. My dog needs a new harness and leash, so I might go get that at Target and obviously shop the books while I'm there too, because I have no shelf control. Haha, funny. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, but I just left therapy and I'm feeling very chatty now after an hour of conversation. I just want to talk to everybody. So you guys were the lucky winners, and I figured I would talk to you. So that's all I have to say, but I will talk to you later. It is currently Thursday at 8 p.m. and I am feeling so tired. I always feel this way by Thursday, where I'm just completely zonked out, done for the week, ready to just lay in bed and basically be a slug and do nothing. So that's what I'm about to go do. I'm gonna go wash my face, do my skincare, and then probably get cozy, get a dessert of some sort, and read my book until I fall asleep. All I've read today is Fuel the Fire. Anytime I've had a chance to read, I've been really trying to make progress on that book, because I was feeling really intimidated by how long it was and I wasn't really super into it, so I'm trying to push through. I am enjoying it a lot more now. I'm on page 412, so I have made pretty decent progress today. There is 557 in the whole book, so that's 145-ish pages left, so it's only 8 o'clock and I tend to stay up fairly late reading most nights, so hopefully I can cruise through this and finish this book tonight is kind of my goal. But like I said, I'm super tired, so I might lay down to read and just be KO'd in a couple minutes, who knows. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to update today. I'm starting to feel like I might be coming down with something. I feel like you can kind of hear it in my voice even, so I am definitely just gonna go rest, but I wanted to check in one last time today before I close out for Thursday, and I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with an update on being done with Fuel the Fire, and I will talk to you then. It is freaking Friday. I am in the best mood because it is Friday. It's almost the weekend. I stayed up super late last night finishing Fuel the Fire, and I did it. I finished the book, so I have 2 books left, and both of them are close to 700 pages, so say a prayer for me, but the next book is Reich and Daisy, so I'm pretty excited for that because I love them. I ended up giving Fuel the Fire 4 out of 5 stars, which I did actually really end up enjoying the book. It just felt like it could have been like 200 pages shorter, 150 pages shorter. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I will spoil things since it's the 8th book in the series. I don't feel like I can give you any details of the plot without spoiling something. And so I'm just going to say I did end up enjoying it, but it did feel really long to me. I still love my core 6. I love the Addicted series so much. Today I have started a new book that has been on my summer TBR. I've been putting it off because other books have just come up. But that is The Infinity Between Us, I believe. I'm reading it on my Kindle right now, and I'm only like 2 chapters in, 3 chapters in. I actually have no Wi-Fi today, so I have been taking all my work calls like from my phone instead of my computer, but I have no ability to do like the admin work that I need to do, so I've been reading. I've read this morning just about 3 chapters, like I said, of The Infinity Between Us. It's good so far. It's giving Every Summer After vibes. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you so far today. I do have a call in like 4 minutes here, so I have to go, but I did want to pop on, say happy Friday, and give you a little update on Fuel the Fire. And yeah, we are almost done with this weekly reading vlog. I'm debating if I want to go through the weekend or just keep it Monday through Friday. I'll probably go through the weekend because why not? Then you can come around with me when I'm not working all day and maybe even doing something a little more exciting. Probably not, but maybe. I am gonna head off to my call. I'm about to be late, so I gotta go, and I will talk to you soon. Happy Friday. Saturday. I wanted to catch you up on reading last night. I ended up reading The Infinity Between Us for like an hour or so before bed. I think I got to page like 265 or something like that. So I'm in the middle of that. I have not done any reading yet today. I have just been watching YouTube, watching my booktube girlies, getting caught up over there, having a slow, leisurely, relaxing Saturday morning. I am working later tonight. I'm nannying, so I'm not sure when I'll get the chance to read. Probably not until I'm home from that later. But I wanted to check in and say happy Saturday, the last kind of final full day of this. I think I will end this reading vlog tomorrow on Sunday, so we'll go Monday to Sunday. So yeah, happy Saturday. I will try to be on here as much as possible, but like I said, I am on my way to nanny for kind of the rest of the day and into the night, so I will probably be touching base with you again next time once I'm home from there and when I'm ready to read tonight. I am all ready to go on my way to nanny for the night, but I'm bringing my Kindle in case there's any downtime. If the boys are like playing in the pool or the sprinkler or doing something on their own, I will use that time to read. So I am packing this in hopes that I will have some downtime. I don't usually, but we'll see what happens tonight. It just depends on their mood. But I will check in with you when I'm home from nannying tonight. I should be home around 8, which is perfect time to wind down and pick up my Kindle and read The Infinity Between Us. I'm hoping I can maybe finish that book tonight. I'm really into it, but I haven't had any time to read it. So hopefully tonight will be my chance to keep reading that. And yeah, I'm gonna go hang with the boys, go watch them for a little bit, and I will be back tonight with some updates and to chat a little bit more when I'm in a little bit less of a rush. Happy Sunday. It is the last and final day of this reading vlog, which I was thinking about this last night when I got home, and I was like, this accidentally turned into reading romance for a week. I think just like the end of summer coming up, I've been like trying to really cram in all the last books that were on my summer TBR, and with that came a lot of like rom-com lighthearted romance reads. And so this was unintentionally a whole week of reading romance, and I think I read 4 books? I read Book Lovers, Exes and Os, Fuel the Fire, and The Infinity Between Us. I don't think I'm missing one, am I? If I am, then that tells you how much I enjoyed it, I guess. But I totally forgot to film last night. I ended up nannying later than I expected. The parents were running late at work, so I ended up spending most of the night there, and then I got home and I just had like 50 pages left of The Infinity Between Us, so I stayed up and I finished it. That book is like Every Summer After meets Love and Other Words put together. Like, it's very, very similar to both of those books. And if you have heard me talk about Every Summer After, like, that book was set up to be a 5-star read for me all the way through. I was like, I think this is going to be 5 stars, until I got to the conflict in that book. If you know, you know. And immediately I was like, no, like, that just kind of squashed it for me. This book, The Infinity Between Us, I thought the conflict was way better. However, I feel like some of the moments of like character interaction were a bit more immature in a way. But that said, I did really, really enjoy it. So it was second chance, childhood friends to lovers, some found family, and there's like this looming unknown conflict, and it's also a dual timeline, which is like my favorite. I love the past and present alternating chapters in a book. I just love that style of writing, and so I did really, really enjoy it. And it's also like the perfect length, in my opinion, for a standalone romance. Like, I think it's like 311 pages. Right around the 300 mark is like perfect for me for a standalone. Unless you are like the Addicted series, I don't think a romance book needs to be like 1.5 million pages. I don't. And so this book was like perfect length, some of my favorite tropes. I like the characters, I like the storyline, I like the setting. So I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, and yeah. So with finishing that book last night, it does feel like a really clean place to end this vlog, as we're like in between books here. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next. I'm like kind of in between. Do I want to start my fall TBR, which I just filmed, and that's gonna be up soon, so make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for that. But I don't know if I want to like start reading some fall books, take a gap and read some thrillers. Like, I just don't know what to read next. So if you have any book suggestions, leave them down below. But I think wrapping up the Addicted series is going to be a priority for me, and also the Shatter Me series. I want to keep working my way through that, because finishing that is my goal for within the fall season. So I do need to start making progress there. All of that said, I loved taking you along a week of reading with me, which happened to turn into reading romance for a week, so that's what we're going to call this video now. I didn't even know that beginning. I was just kind of mood reading throughout the week, and it just so happened that every book I picked up was a summary romance book. So I hope you got some book inspiration, or found some new books to pick up for yourself, or even just enjoyed hanging out with me throughout the week. I know I have loved having you guys to talk to about books. Like, sometimes I'm reading and I just want to say so many things, and I have nowhere to put them. So it's been so nice to just be able to pick up my camera and talk to fellow book lovers. So I have loved filming this, and this is definitely something I want to keep filming more of. I think we can wrap it up here, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any future reading vlogs. Like I said, my fall TBR is coming out soon. I just filmed that, so I'm excited about that, and just all the future bookish videos. Join the community, join the Booksterhood, and we can just chat and love on books together. I'm so excited. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, book besties.